What is up, comic book people? Welcome to Nerdy Geeks Comics. I am Nerdy Geek. Today is July the 15th, 2026. It's a Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's the haul, or also known as my new comic book day haul. So today, not the biggest days for new comic book day, but I still got a pretty nice haul. So let's get to it. Starting this off this week, we have Absolute Green Arrow. This is issue number 1. This is cover A by Rafael Albuquerque. A really fantastic cover right here. Very appropriate because the Absolute version of Green Arrow is just decimating billionaires. So perfect to have him here on the face of a dollar bill. But I also picked up this cover, which is cover C by Dan Panosian. A really fantastic cover right here by Dan Panosian. I really like the way he's got Green Arrow up there and the Black Canary. Really nice cover. And I don't know what it is. I like the Band-Aid that they put on their cheek on a lot of these covers. I don't know why. I like it though. And the last cover I picked up for this series is this cover, which is cover D by Kyung Eom. A really great cover in my opinion. You know, just you can obviously see that he's just cleaning out the sewers. But these sewers are made of marble, so it's obviously the sewers of the rich. So really fantastic cover. I like the skull right there. So really nice covers for Absolute Green Arrow this week. This will probably be my first read because I'm loving this series so far. Okay, hear me out. This next book is a complete spec buy. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I just figured it was going to be one of those books that everyone is like, oh my God, that name is so crazy. That cover is so crazy. I'm going to pick it up. So I picked up a couple of issues. And of course, I'm talking about Banana. Number one. This cover is done by something Allred. I forget his first name, but something Allred. So he's a sentient 7-foot tall banana who's a space explorer, a race car driver, and I believe he's gonna be one of the leaders of the revolution between the sentient fruit and humans. I think. Crazy sounding book. I may give this a read. We'll find out. It's not gonna be at the top of the pile, but I will read it. If you did pick it up and you read it, let me know if it's good, because I'll move it up to the top of the pile if y'all say, hey, this is actually good, nerdy, check it out. And then I also picked up this cover, which is cover B by J.G. Jones. And this is the David Bowie variant. So really nice cover right here. So again, Banana, number one. I couldn't help but pick up this next book. Here we have Captain America, issue number 13. This cover was done by Rouge Antonio. And this is the 250th homage. So you have Cap right here on the Declaration of Independence. Really great cover right here. I really like this. I mean, if this type of cover was ever going to be done, Cap seems to be the most appropriate character to have it on. So really nice cover right here of Captain America, issue number 13. It's that time of year where we all know we're going to get all the swimsuit variants. Here's the first one for this week. We have Catwoman, issue number 89. This is cover E by Homari. A really nice swimsuit variant. Obviously, whenever Selena is breaking in somewhere, she is going to take her swimsuit and take a dip if she has time. So a really fantastic cover by Homari right here. So I never read the original Dark Knights of Steel. I was just not reading comics at the time when it came out. But here we have Dark Knights of Steel 2, issue number 1. This is cover D by Gerald Perel. A really fantastic cover. Check that out. That is straight up 80s album design, maybe 70s album design all day long. A really fantastic cover. So Bruce and I were in a little discussion. Is this an homage to Conan the Barbarian, or is this an homage to Star Wars? Let us know. I'm going to start this off by saying the artist's name before I forget it. This is done by Carmine Di Giando D'Amico. I believe is how you say that. We have Deathstroke. Really nice cover. I believe this is issue number 5. Yeah, issue number 5. A really nice cover right here. I am behind. I want to say the last one I read was issue number 3. So I do need to get caught up because I was really enjoying this series. It's the first time I've ever really read a Deathstroke book. Really liking it. Really fun character. Really fun read. The book that is just taking everything by storm. Yes, I am one of the people that uses blue painter's tape on the back of my books. I like it. Let me do what I want to do. You do what you do with your comics. I'm not going to judge you. You shouldn't judge me. We shouldn't judge anybody unless they do something really, really heinous. But I have Dungeon Crawler Carl Special Edition 0. We have Carl. We have Donut right here. You see they've already gotten some upgrades on this. You see Carl with his pinky toe ring on already. A really nice cover right here. This is cover A by Nathan Gooden. I have not read this yet, but I am almost done with the novel of Dungeon Crawler Carl, the first one. I want to say I'm maybe 30 pages or so from the end of the book. I've enjoyed it so far, but I am one of those people that when I read a novel and I get close to the end, I put it down, especially if I like it, because I don't want it to end. So I've actually had a book that I was, 20, 30 pages from the end before that I put down for a year because I didn't want it to end. I don't know why I do that with my novels. I don't do that with my comics, just my novels. But I will finish it eventually, but interested to see how it transfers to the comic. I also picked up cover B, which is the same cover by Nathan Gooden, but this is the black and white variant. And of course, these are the homages to Absolute Batman number 1. All right, next up, I have a book that's not controversial, but it is one of those books that people either dropped it immediately or they're still reading it because they're very into it. Of course, I'm picking up issue number 5, 6, I think. What does that say? 6? Yeah, 6 of End of Life. This cover is done by Gerald Perel. And of course, Eddie, as I've said before, is just the biggest jerk you'll ever meet in a comic book. He just has little to no redeeming qualities whatsoever. But what brings me back to this book isn't to see what happens to Eddie. It's to make sure that he's able to protect the town that he brought all this violence to in the first place. So that's why I am enjoying this book. Although I do really kind of like Eddie. I mean, I was a Marine, so I do know that type of, mentality of people who just like to act like nothing matters but what they do. And then you've seen me. I hang out with Bruce all the time. I'm used to that type of person. I'm just kidding. Not all Marines are like that. I'm just kidding again. Bruce is kind of cool. Next, I have Fall of the House of Slaughter. This is issue number 3. This cover was done by Sean Wolf Connolly, I believe. This is the main cover, and I did enjoy the first 2 issues. As I said with issue number 1, this does feel like it's leading us back to where Erica returns back to the modern time. We get back to the modern story and see what's going to happen, which is on issue number 50 of Something's Killing the Children. So if you watch my Don't Get Fucked video, my FOC video this Friday, you're going to see issue number 50, all the variants and all the information that I could find about what's going to be in the blind bags. So if you're a fan of the Something's Killing the Children universe, don't miss that out because there's a lot of great books coming out with that. But I am enjoying this series so far, and I am going to keep reading it. Here I have American Horror Comics One Shot. A really fantastic cover right here. We have some type of skeleton draped in the American flag. Very gothic looking cover. I really like this cover. It's a one shot, so I'm gonna guess it's maybe one story or maybe a horror anthology. I'm not too sure. I just like the cover, and y'all know by now if you've been watching, I love my horror comic books. I said horror. I am also continuing the If Destruction Be Our Lot. This is issue number 3. A really fantastic cover right here. So Abe has been a fantastic character to read. If you've seen Cliff from Cliff on Comics, he loves Abe. He feels like this is the best representation of Abe that there is. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know, Cliffy, but I understand what he means, because this is pure Abraham Lincoln without any biases, without any type of, life experience. This is like the pure what Abraham Lincoln was without, any of the human flaws. So I understand what he's talking about by that. And I have really enjoyed this book. So this is definitely going to be on the top of the reading pile as well. For all my Pixar fans, I hope you picked up the Infernal Hulk issue number 9. This cover was done by Humberto Ramos, and this is the Pixar 40th anniversary variant. A really fantastic cover. We have Remy right here. We got the chef chasing after him. You got, I forget their names. My son was a big fan of this movie. I do remember watching it with him, but I don't remember the critic's name or their names. But I do remember loving this movie. I'll probably sit down with my son and watch it again. You think you'll still want to watch it at 26? Let me know. My next book by Dark Horse Comics, we have a series that's of 1 of 4, and this is Kingdom of Earth. This is issue number 1. This cover was done by So Lee, and I believe this is some type of post-apocalyptic story. I don't remember. I remember like putting this on my FOC a couple months ago. I don't exactly remember what the synopsis was, but I do remember it did sound interesting, so I was going to make sure to pick up a copy. And it's a really pretty cool cover right here. And for all my Lobo fans, the ones you've all been waiting for, I have Lobo, issue number 5. This is cover E by Mirka and Dafoe. And as I told you before, the Catwoman was number 1. Well, here's our second of the... They call it the swimsuit variant, but I don't know if Lobo's wearing a swimsuit in there. Y'all let me know. Is we free balling it right here, or is he in a swimsuit? You know what? I don't want to know. Don't put it in the chat. Next, I have the Return of Monsters. We have Mark Spears' Monsters, issue number 11. This is cover C, of course, by Mark Spears. This is the Shark Week variant, and I don't know if this is an actual direct homage, but I feel like this is an homage to Jaws 3. Let me know, chat. Do y'all think this is a Jaws 3 homage? Put in the chat for me. We could probably consider that one another swimsuit issue too, right? I mean, she was in a swimsuit. I want to say yes. Are we going to have 3 swimsuit issues in a row? I guess so, because here we have Nightwing, issue number 140. This is cover D by Dan Mora. A really fantastic cover right here. So we all know if we're going to have a swimsuit cover, it is not right to do one without Nightwing. And if you doubt me, go check out how much the older Nightwing swimsuit covers go for. Those go for pretty big money. So you may disagree, but the general comic book collecting community tends to really like these covers because they go for a ton of money. I will be continuing my read of Sleepy Hollow, The Witches of the Western Wood, issue number 3. This is cover A by Luana Vecchio. A really fantastic cover. So this is, if you haven't heard about it, this is a prequel series to the Tim Burton Sleepy Hollow film that came out back in 99, 2000, something like that. There was a sequel series that came out a few months back. I really didn't think it was that great, but this prequel series has been a really good read. I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to reading this one. My next book is just another one of those that just sounded too crazy not to pick up. It's, of course, another one of those anthropomorphic animal series that has come out ever since TMNT just exploded and has just stayed in the pop culture consciousness. Like, it may dip, but it always comes back. Here we have Super Mondo Mutts. Oh, wait, Super Mondo Mega Mutts, issue number 1. This cover was done by, something Gideon. Sean Gideon? I don't remember. Let me know, chat. But something Gideon did this cover. Juan Gideon? Maybe it's Juan Gideon. I don't remember. But a pretty crazy cover right here. I really like that one right there in the middle. That reminds me so much of Snowball from Rick and Morty. I mean, it's even in the chair. I need that to be a mech suit, and that would be perfect. And then I also picked up, speaking of TMNT, this is cover B by Alex Diodo. And of course, this is an homage to the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cover by Eastman and Laird. Very famous cover. So if the title alone wasn't enough to convince you that this is just, hey, the Turtles are popular, let's see if we can make something else, that's got to do it for you. I'll try and give this a read. I don't expect great things, but you'll never know. There's a lot of people who tell me that when they were collecting comic books back in the 80s, that they picked up TMNT number 1, like, that's just crazy. And then they put it back down and they've regretted it their entire life. Down to the final 2 books, which is the same book, just different covers. I have Wonder Woman, issue number 35. This is cover B by David Nakayama. A really beautiful cover of Wonder Woman right here. So Nakayama has done some amazing Wonder Woman covers, and this one just seems so different from his normal art style, but I really like it. I feel like the way Wonder Woman looks is his normal art style, but the way her costume is done seems like it's different, and I like the mix of the two. So great job to David Nakayama on this cover right here. And then I also picked up this cover, which is the last of the swimsuit issues for this week. We have cover E by Kyu Young Eom. Looks like she's got a tattoo up there of herself and another tattoo of herself right there, playing volleyball. So yeah, it feels like Wonder Woman wouldn't have tattoos of herself on her, but I mean, they're cute little tattoos. It's a nice little cover, and that's it. These are my last 2 books on this week's haul video that I have. So let me know in the comments what you thought of my haul. Did I miss something that you picked up that you think I should have picked up? Or whatever the FOMO book that is out this week, was it in my haul or did I miss out on it? Let me know, because I need to go and get it, because I do suffer from FOMO. And also, I will not be on the Kingdom of Nerds this Friday or Sunday. We are going out of town. We have a family thing to attend we have to do. So I won't be on this Friday or Saturday. But my final order cutoff video, I did pre-record it with Bruce already. So that will be up on Friday, normal time. But just so you know, some things may have changed between the time I recorded it and Friday. So sorry if that happens. But don't forget to check out Bruce's Get Fucked video, his final order cutoff, which is Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, also please hit the like and subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that stuff. Hopefully if you're here, you've already done that. But as always, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.